good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Hobby Evolution Weekend Edition. Happy Saturday. What's going on? I have no traveling hobby plans today. I think I bit my tongue. I've got like a sore on my tongue. I woke up this morning, like, God dang, my tongue hurts. I hate that. I don't know what I would have bit it on. But anyway, I don't have any traveling plans. When I say traveling, that hurts my tongue. But I will be doing a lot of hobby stuff this weekend just because I'm preparing for my trip to spring training, which is Tuesday. It's when I hit the T's. Hurts my tongue. Rookie is outside. He's got to go potty. What's up, buddy? He's looking for Ernie. It's like, where's my buddy Ernie? Oh, no, now he's taking a dump. Rookie's taking a dump. Play-by-play, my neighbor's dog taking a poop. So let's see. I feel pretty good about where I'm at in terms of my orders to ship. I got down to, I think, 3. I got down to 3 orders to ship, and you're like, why not just hammer out the other 3? Well, because they were volume standard envelope shipments. And I ran out in my shipping room. I ran out of the long number 10 envelopes. I have a few boxes. They're still in my car. So I've got to remember, I'm going to take Ernie. He's got puppy pre-K this morning. So I'll have to remember that. But I think I'm right now I am at, where's my window at? 29 orders to ship. 29 orders to ship, which is like, hammer that out. And I don't think there's a few volume orders, but they're not like 40, 50, 100 card orders. They're 10, 12, 7, stuff like that. So very manageable amount of orders to ship. So I'm going to hammer those out. After I wrap up, I'll take Ernie to doggy daycare, come back, get my shipping done, watch Hobby Hotline as I ship. And then I've got to clean. Cleaners come Monday, so I've got to. I did a lot of sorting because I got caught up on shipping yesterday. Did a ton of sorting from the bulk buy that I picked up on Wednesday. I went through and actually I'm going through the boxes, and it's like, man, this is a lot of like quarter box stuff that I'm going to be sitting on. It's like, maybe I shouldn't have bought this. But I did hit the last box, and it's like, oh, okay, that must have been like the best box. There's a couple good boxes, like the refractor box. Hopefully we'll see how my big refractor lot's gonna go. I just listed that the other day at 99centcards.com. Buy 7 or more items at regular price, save 25% off at checkout. So I went through and the box had a ton of like tops, parallel serial numbers, parallels, like serial numbered, like the red foils and the blue foils and the green foils. So I think I'm going to run those at auction. Like this is like the perfect, when I run auctions, when I'm looking for auctions, I kind of just resigned to the fact that I've got to stay in my sandbox of low end if I want to run it at auction. Because time and time again, as I buy inventory to run at auction, I lose. And it's not that I'm overpaying for the cards, it's that auctions suck. But I love auctions at the same time. I think running certain auctions, it's like, the problem is, say a buy it now comp is 100%. I go to a card show and, maybe I buy a bunch of cards. They give me 25, 30% off. So I'm buying at 70% of the recent buy it now comps, which is, even if I sold it at 100% comps, it's like a break even for me. So then I run it. So that's already, it's like Dubbo. Why are you doing this? And then, so if I run it at auction, I'm getting like 60% of that 100%. And then I've got fees and shipping on top of that. It's like it's a losing equation if you're just buying a handful of cards and you're getting them at 70% comps. So that's why if I dig through quarter boxes or even 50-cent boxes, and to an extent dollar boxes, and I know I'm getting a decent discount, and really with a quarter box, even if I pay the full 25 cents, and if I know it's going to be a sellable auction item, I'm okay. So and that's this particular bulk lot. Now, I ended up paying about 2 cents per card. But there's a lot of stuff that's going to go in bulk. So, when I break it down to the entire lot, I'm not going to be selling every single card for 2 cents. And obviously not every card is going to sell for 2 cents. So that increases your spend per card. So it may end up being 10 cents per card that I paid for this lot. But even so, if I can run 500 to 1,000 auctions, and a bulk of them sell at 99 cents, I'm comfortable with that outlay of 10 cents per card. So, and I start last night, we were watching Love is Blind, and they still haven't got to the weddings. It's like, geez, I just want to figure out who's going to get married and who's going to dump somebody at the altar. So we had Love is Blind on last night. I'm going through one of the boxes because I'm going to get those scanned in today or tomorrow. And I am going to, at some point while I'm in Arizona, I'm going to get those cleaned up in Car Dealer Pro and submit those for auctions to end after I get back. And I really want to use the second half of March to really get back into some regular auctions and boost that up. Because if I want to see 40% year over year growth, I've got to leverage both buy it now and auction, because sitting on buy it now, you're not going to see exponential growth unless you massively change the way you've done things in the past. Whether that's the type of inventory you sell or massive markdowns and all that. So I am going to or find different verticals, and auctions is definitely a different vertical. So I've got I think a couple of the batches that I've already scanned in. I think I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna do auctions on these. It depends, because there's some stuff like, actually this tab. There's like a Peyton Manning rookie. Some of these archive chromes, football, like this batch, some vintage football. I don't want to put this at auction. Oh yeah, I definitely am not going to put these at auction, because I know that I'll get absolutely torched at auction on these. A lot of these will go for like 99 cents to a couple bucks when I can get a lot more for that. So, but there's some others. That's archives base. That's definitely going to be a buy it now. Oh, here's 1A. Oh, okay. So we've got some prospect chromes, Adley Rushman, logo fractor. So that'll probably be an auction batch. And then I was sorting for auctions last night as well. So I've got a bunch of inventory right now that my focus hasn't been on listing lately, because I really want to get caught up on my shipping, but prepared for spring training and all the stuff. I've got Cubs for Kids. I think I'm actually that 2-row shoebox behind me up there, right there. That's my Cubs for Kids box. Well, that's going to be one half, because I ended up deciding, well, in the bulk buy that I picked up Wednesday, there's like a freaking huge stack of current Cubs. It's like, what else am I going to do with these? Some stuff I can put in quarter boxes, but it's like Cubs for Kids. I've got 200 stickers. So I think there's like 105 in that 2-row. And it's like, I don't want to take, you do 200 packs that's 2,000 cards. Do I want to take 2,000 cards of the plane? Absolutely not. So I'm going to ship those. So I'm going to, what I think I'm going to end up doing is because I don't want to ship, because that's 105. So there's like 95 left. I still don't want to take 950 cards. I think if I'll do priority, I think. Well, now I'm going to have to look at this because I waited too late to figure this out. So maybe that's like first order of operation is this morning is I start putting those packs together so I can get those shipped out today and run the pricing. And I don't know. I've got to find the box. I would run it right now, but I've got to find a box to put them in. So I don't necessarily want to. I might just end up paying the extra for priority shipping because I don't want to ship Ground Advantage and they don't get there till Friday. I'll bring enough with me to have Cubs packs for kids on Tuesday. And the Cubs don't play on Wednesday. Okay, so that buys me some time. If I take enough to get through Tuesday, and then I wouldn't need the box to be delivered until like Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah. So that's what's going on. So I'm kind of juggling multiple things, that's like for me the most stressful part of traveling. I'm a novice bumpkin traveler, as John Keating would say, because that's just not my thing. I don't travel for a living like some people, John Keating. So I'm a bumpkin traveler. And so I've got all these, I'm juggling all these things. I've got to get, ready. And it is like, I remember working in my previous job. It was usually leading up to vacation was okay. Like leading up to vacation was okay. And then you just hand off, like in my office, the way our office ran, we had a team of, I think when I started, we had a team of like 5 sales. And then by the time I left, it was 3. And then I left and it was 2. And I don't think they replaced another sales for a while. I think they have, I hope they have in 3.5 years. But they kind of farmed out some of the house accounts basically. Anyway, so leading up, it's just like, hey, Mike, I'm on vacation. Here's what you need to know. I've got this, and this going on. And then he handles it. And, every once in a while, he'll like send me an email. I mean, it was discouraged that you emailed somebody or called somebody while they were on vacation. But sometimes, I mean, when you're in sales, is there really vacation? No. But for the most part, it was covered. The problem was when you got back from vacation and you're either putting out fires, you're following up on what happened while you were gone. And that was the bitch. It's like you spend the entire day, at least an entire day, if not more, just tending to stuff while you were gone. And there was some preparation in when you were leaving. I mean, it wasn't to the extent of when you returned, but it's like 10x'd when you are in business for yourself, because now it's like I don't have Mike to hand my stuff off to and like, here you go. All right, I'm hopping on a plane. Now it's me and getting everything prepared. Plus, I'm trying this huge growth for 2025. So I want to try to capitalize on every day possible. And it's just difficult when you're juggling many things in the air. So anyway, what else is going on? So Ernie's they started a new thing. Did I talk about this the other day? I can't remember if I talked about this or not. I think I did. But Ernie's going to puppy pre-K. And he had like a personal invite. I think I shared this, that my wife picked Ernie up the other day, and she's like, four of the employees came out with Ernie, and she's like, what did he do? They're like, oh, nothing. We want Ernie to come to puppy pre-K on Saturdays. And it's like, oh, we would like that too. When I took him out to this morning, there was a dog walking down, and it was a golden doodle, and he loves golden doodles are like his best friends, because Rookie, our next door dog, and that was like the first dog he met outside of his siblings when he was born. is a golden doodle. And there's some golden doodles at doggy daycare. So there's a golden doodle, a different golden doodle walking like right in front of our house as we open the door. I'm like, oh, shit. So he's like going ape shit. So he loves to play. So, and the people at doggy daycare absolutely love Ernie. Why wouldn't you? So they really want Ernie to come to puppy pre-K at doggy daycare. So Ernie will get an extra day of play, which is good. We've actually, my wife and I have been talking about this because of the last couple of weekends. He's really good on Saturdays, but on Sunday, he's a terror because he's been cooped up all weekend. And it's, there's been snow on the ground up until recently. So we're not going on walks or anything. He's not playing with other dogs. So I think puppy pre-K on Saturdays will be good for him. And he's going to be there next week anyway. When I'm at a card show, he goes to doggy daycare. So, hey, speaking of card shows, Saturday, March 29th is the next Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolen Drive. We've got a sold-out show, and it's 140 tables, free admission, show hours 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We've got a special vendor on March 29th. PSA will be on site. PSA will be on site accepting submissions for grading and authenticating. So excited to have PSA in the house. Saturday, March 29th, Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolen Drive. So really excited for that. Coming up in just a few weeks. What else? Tuesday is when I head out for spring training. So I'll be this time of day on Tuesday. I'll be somewhere, maybe waving to Cooter over Oklahoma or Texas. And so no Hobby Evolution Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. We'll see. It's going to be Tuesday's a super long day for me because I'm awake. I'll be up at like 3:45. So I think my flight leaves at 7:15. So I guess I don't have to leave it. I don't have to wake up at 3:45. So I'm trying to do the math. It takes me, I've timed it the last couple times, about 15 minutes to get from the parking garage to my gate at the Madison airport. I don't want to just bank on 15 minutes because one of these days it's going to be 45 or 30 because there's a bunch of people. But it's you get there in and out, boom. That's what I love about flying out of Madison. I could save a couple $100, but then I'd have to drive down to O'Hare. You got the tolls, you got more, costs a lot more in parking, plus that 2-hour drive. So I'd rather just fly out of Madison. Either way you cut it, I'm going to be up earlier than usual. And just flying is for a bumpkin like me, flying, takes a lot out of me. So I'll land at the airport. I'll pick up my Turo rental car. I'll head straight to the hotel because it's a home game at Sloan Park, day game. So I'm going to have to go to the hotel and I won't get early check-in, but can I at least get a parking pass for guests and then put my luggage away or have them put my luggage away. And then I'll walk to the other end of the Sloan complex and take in minor league drills for hour and a half. And then walk back over to Sloan to the tailgate tent, the Club 400 tailgate tent, and then head into the game. I will go into Tuesday's game. I'm not sure how many games I'm going to go to. I say that every year. I'm like, I think I'm just going to hang out at the tailgate tent through the game. And what ends up happening is everybody that's at the tailgate tent ends up going into the game. And then sometimes there's like a few people who are like, I'll just stay out here. So I usually end up going to every single game at Sloan. And there's usually 5 or 6 while I'm out there. There's usually 5 home games. I don't even know. I think they play the Guardians when I get there. But I do know I'm missing Sunday's game because that's my fantasy baseball draft in Scottsdale, Chicago Cubs spring training schedule. Oh, they play the Guardians today also. I think that's who they play when I get there Tuesday. Where are we at? Where are we at? Today. Oh, it's a split squad today. Oh, day night doubleheader. Guardians in the afternoon, Royals at night. Tomorrow is the Reds, Diamondbacks on Monday. Padres on Tuesday. So Padres on Tuesday. So I will go into that game because it's my first day. Gotta go. And then they are back home against the Royals on Thursday. And then Friday's an away game. Saturday's a home game against the Mariners. So I'll be there. Sunday's also a home game, but that's my fantasy baseball draft. So I will probably tailgate and then get an Uber up to Scottsdale. And then Monday is an away game. And Tuesday's a home game, but the game doesn't start till, oh wait, I'm there on Tuesday. So I'll probably go to Tuesday's game because that's my last day, right? And then I fly out Wednesday. Tuesday to Wednesday. So I will go to Tuesday, and it's a day game, perfect, against the Brewers. So I will go to Tuesday, March 11th game, and then Wednesday. Oh, and then no games on Wednesday because then they're off. So Tuesday's their last game until they go to Japan. So that's my schedule, and at some point I will do some morning Hobby Evolution episodes. At least I'll do at least one, if not two. Probably two. I won't do any more than 2 live streams while I'm out there. Andy Mack is here. What's going on? Good morning. Nackley Collectibles in the house. Good morning. Philly Joe is here. Good morning. Jody's in the house. What's up? Morning. A beautiful day in Florida, and I'm sorting, listing, and shipping. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful morning here in Wisconsin. The sun is out. The sun is shining. I mean, I took Ernie out just in a hoodie. I mean, it was chilly. It's not like I'd want to just hang out all day in a hoodie. Oh, I guess it's pretty cold. It says it's 18 degrees and it feels like it's 5. So maybe that sun was hitting me at the it's only gonna be 28 degrees today. Holy shit. So that's cold. No wonder it was we had winds, man. It was windy. My trellis got blown over and windy as hell. So it was probably that cold front coming in. So yeah, 28 today, 35 Sunday. 40 back to 47 on Monday. So hey, that's what we like. Get back closer to that. And then Mesa, it's 53. It's going to be 81 today out in Mesa, Arizona. But I don't care about today. I care about Tuesday. Still looking at 67 degrees. Jesus, it's going to be cold out there. 67 on Tuesday, which will feel nice. 70 on Wednesday. The high on Friday, next Friday in Mesa, Arizona, 63. I hope that changes because that's just that's not why I'm going out there. I want 80, man. Johnny M's in the house. Good morning. I don't buy stuff strictly for auctions. I just use stuff I already have here. No doubt you can do the same for years without buying more inventory. Absolutely. But you want to have good stuff at auction. And I guess I could put lots together and I could do that. It is kind of time consuming. But I could absolutely do some of that stuff. Now, I also know I'm going to be getting fractions of what I could get at buy it now or whatever. But yeah, that is an option. Mark, good morning. Christian, good morning. Had an envelope with a notice for the Madison Card Show today. Thanks for the TJ Lang police card. Hey, you are welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Johnny M says, I'm actually just started listing auctions with a 49-cent starting free shipping. Just want stuff out of here. I'm at 99-cent free shipping. There you go. Stuke's in the house. Good morning. Sports card ripping teacher is here. What's happening? Cooter's in the house. Good morning. Technology has screwed us. We can never get away from work. Already answered 3 emails this morning. It has. It absolutely has. Cooter says they want Ernie's mommy and daddy's check. That's what they want. Here's the thing. It doesn't cost any extra. It's included. So we pay for the whatever it is. So Ernie can go any day, all 6 days a week. He can go. You do have to. The funny thing is about doggy daycare. So since he's signed up for every day, it's like school. So you have to call. You have to call in his absence. So if Ernie's not going to be like, oh, we're not going to take Ernie on Thursday and Friday, you have to call and let them know, like, Ernie's not going to be at school today. And we didn't know, we never took him on Saturdays. Every once in a while we take him on Saturdays. And they finally, I think they said something to my wife or emailed her, and they're like, hey, if Ernie's not, can you just let us know? Is he going to come on Saturdays? Let us know. I'm like, oh, we didn't know. Like, I just thought, like, it's like a free for all. Like, you just take him whenever the hell you want. It's a little more structured. So no, there's no additional money. There's no additional cost. It's built into what we already pay. Zach says, Cooter, while I agree with part of that, the technology also allows us to do more from anywhere and not be stuck behind a desk to get things done. That is also true. Pajama pants can be worn while working. That's absolutely correct. And, you know, I can upload stuff to Cardi the Pro. I can be listing cards to eBay from my hotel room in Arizona without my cards. You know, I don't have to have cards in hand and list from my phone, or back in the old days, take photos with a digital camera, plug it into the computer. And so can get work done. It is a work trip. Spring training. It is a work trip. East Coast Tom's here. What's up? Happy Saturday. I think I'm going to have to pull this shade down. There we go. That's better. Cooter says, funny you should mention pajama pants, Zach. Blue Charlie Browns this morning, but remote work is an oxymoron. 70% productivity at best. Classic answer from a finance guy immediately going to remote. My reference was travel. When I'm running up expenses that you enjoy processing, life doesn't stop because I'm on the road. There you go. Yeah, you got to file those expense reports. You don't have those at home. Florida baseball card dude, good morning. Tom says fantasy baseball is still a thing. I remember it being popular in the 80s. Oh my God, fantasy sports is hugely popular. But it's not your 1980s fantasy baseball anymore. It's all scored for you on the internet. So we just set lineups. Yeah, hugely popular. And the league I'm in, and I only do one league, and I haven't done fantasy football in a few years now. I just do one baseball league, and it's for money, and that's what keeps me play. I don't play for the fun of it. I play because I enjoy it, but I enjoy it because there's money attached. If it was just for bragging rights, I wouldn't care. And everybody's competitive because you've got money attached to it. So, and it's funny because we raise the buy-in price every year. So every year there's more money at stake. We've got, it's a keeper league. We've got 5 keepers. We've got, we just instituted prospect keepers a couple of years ago. So we have, we started with 2, and we thought about, you know, maybe we'll see how this goes. Maybe we'll increase it to 5 prospect keepers as well. I think we'll probably end up getting there, but not in the near future, not in the next couple of years, I don't think. So probably half of my league lives in Ohio. It's a buddy of mine from when he was in grad school at Western. It's his like undergrad buddies from Ohio. And then it's just kind of grown from there. So by now it's about half Ohio guys. So they'll draft, they'll do live drafts, usually in Cleveland. And we've talked about like, hey, let's do a spring training. And I'm like, hey, I'm in Arizona every year. Come on out. So Scottsdale is our place of the draft next a week from tomorrow, next Sunday. Travis Bogart, any card rip nights with Ethan? He's buying. Yeah, so we will probably get together Wednesday night. Because Tuesday's a travel day. Usually we like the first night we come in, he's like, hey, when are we ripping? I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's do it tonight. But since Tuesday's a travel day, and I'll go to like the LCS out there and pick up some stuff. So probably Wednesday, and it's an off day for the Cubs, so probably Wednesday night. Red Light 34, what's happening? Good morning. Orlando's here. What's going on? Gundy's in the house. What's happening? Sports card ripping teacher to the teachers and all the other frontline workers. And you know what's also good about the Cubs being off on that Wednesday? It gives me like time to recuperate from travel day, tailgating, and just the excitement of being in Arizona. You know, I'll probably imbibe. So having Wednesday off gives me a little extra recuperation time. Now, I'll still be up first thing in the morning heading out to the backfields, but I won't be at the tailgate tent at noon. Sports card ripping teacher says, if you were not drafting the best Cub available, it's time to give all those cards away. Not a strategy that I employ. So nobody wants to hear about my fantasy baseball league, but we don't have any more chats. So we're gonna. So I just set my keepers for my league. Let's see. So my keepers are Adley Rutschman, Francisco Lindor, Juan Soto, Dylan Cease, and Logan Webb. So I'm running 2 starting pitchers as keepers. So those are my 5 keepers. My prospect keepers are Roman Anthony of the Red Sox and Noah Schultz, pitcher in the White Sox organization. So those are all my 7 keepers, including the 2 prospects. It was a lot easier to decide on my keepers this year than it has the last couple of years. I've had some fringe guys where it's like, I could keep those. You know, who am I going to decide between? This year it was a little easier. So the rest of my roster, I had Carlos Santana, Jose Caballero, Cedane Rafaela, Christopher Morel, Giancarlo Stanton, which I believe he was keeper last year. Adalis Garcia, Cabrian Hayes, Kettle Marte, Ryan Mountcastle, Dalton Varsho. And Varsho was also a keeper because going into last year, he had catching. So he was you could plug him in at catcher. He lost that. He didn't play catcher last year, so he lost catching ability. But then I drafted Adley Rutschman with my first pick last year, so that worked out. And then so that's that. We won't go into my pitchers, but so that's my fantasy. Johnny M says everything is eBay related according to my accountant. There you go. Just listen to what your accountant says, and it's all gravy. That's right. Cooter, good question. How were sales during Blackout Friday? So I did not participate in Blackout Friday, which was not spending money or whatever. I mean, it's not like I spent a bunch. I think I spent $20. I finally broke down and went to Target, got an Ethernet couple Ethernet cables, and we still couldn't figure out how to get them connected to the TV on the internet. Anyway, so I did have I'm like, is this really going to affect me? It literally did affect me. I received a message. I received an eBay message. And to be honest, like this person didn't have to send me a message because I would not have even noticed. Jesus Christ. I got another message. Hey, never got this order. Let's see. Says it was shipped. All right, let's go here. It's been crazy, man. It's been absolutely crazy. The amount of messages for items not received, the items not received claims. It's just been an absolute shit show. And it's still, it appears that the issues have been fixed, but they haven't been fixed. Going back a couple weeks. What the hell? Oh, it didn't do the number. Or did it do the number? Oh, it did do the number. I just went too far. All right, so I'm at Parcels app. Oh, come on, damn it. There we go. There we go. All right, so this was a bigger, this was a $15 purchase. Yeah, last tracking, and I'm at parcelsapp.com, last tracking Milwaukee on February 18th. Jesus Christ. So I did receive a message from somebody. Where's my messages? Click, click, boom. All right. We want to go to messages from members. I will pay for this card after today's economic blackout. It was like a 99-cent eBay auction win. I wouldn't have, if he just would have not sent me a message and waited until today to pay, I would not have even noticed. My sales were down. Where's my window? My sales were definitely down, but not, I mean, it wasn't noticeable. It wasn't like an outlier. Like Friday, and Fridays have been kind of a poor day in sales for me. Friday, January 31st was absolutely pitiful, which is very surprising. Now that I look at that, having my worst sales day in probably 3 months on Friday, January 31st is really bizarre for two reasons. It's the last Friday of the month. It's a Friday, and it's the last Friday of the month, which is like payday. Even if you're paid every Friday or every other Friday, that's a payday. If you're paid on the 15th and the 31st, that's a payday. So it's very surprising to have that low of sales on a payday for most people that are working. Yesterday was... And my yesterday sales were over twice as much as that Friday, January 31st. So I don't think, maybe it impacted me for a couple transactions, but overall, my sales were fairly average. It was more than, I made more yesterday on eBay than I did on Monday. It was less than Thursday, but not by much. It was significantly less than Tuesday and Wednesday, but I had a lot of auctions ending those 2 days. It was slightly less than Sunday. I had a great sale, I had a good sales day last Saturday. It was more than last Friday. So actually, let's go back and look at Friday sales. So yesterday was better than last Friday. Let's go back but then Friday, February 14th was really high. What the hell did I sell that day? I sold, it was like 10 times more than the normal. Oh, that was Top Series 1. I'm like, why is my sales day on February 14th 10 times more than any other day? Where we at? Okay, Friday, February 7th. So yesterday's sales day was higher than any other Friday in the last 31 days, with the exception of Top Series 1 release day, which is an outlier, obviously. So I do not think the economic blackout yesterday impacted. I mean, if it impacted, it was just a little blip, little 99-cent sale, little $1.75 sale. That's all. Orlando says sales should be up today. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, and usually I get a good gauge by this time of morning. It's starting out really slow. If sales continue the way they've gone, the first few hours of today, not going to be a good day. Not going to be a good day. And I don't plan on listing much today. And that's usually when you get a wave of sales when new stuff hits the eBay store, which is 99centcards.com. Help me avoid a poor sales day. Buy 7 or more items at regular price. Save 25% off at checkout. So, yeah. Jamie C. Cards, what's going on? Good morning. So, yeah, going to be doing some shipping. I did make a couple sales since we went live. I'm up to 31 orders to ship. But those orders must have been small because it didn't really move the needle on my sales for the day. My net sales have dropped Where's my screen? Yesterday, the last couple of days, Thursday and Friday sales were lower than I'd like them to be. And it did drop my year-to-date sales from like 31% year-over-year growth to 28%. So we're going in the wrong direction. And we'll see. And actually through over the next couple of weeks, that's going to drop significantly my year-over-year growth, because last year I was still home the first couple of weeks of March. I didn't go to spring training until like March 10th or 11th, but had to go early this year because of the Japan games in the middle of March. So I'm at 28% year-over-year growth year to date through the first 2 months of the year. But realistically, I want to be January, February. I wanted to be at like 60% growth over January, February. So that just means I have a lot of, I've got a like, I can't just rely on my buy it nows and 99-cent auctions. I've got to do some different things to move up my average price. So I need to boost my average sales price and the volume that comes with that. So I've got a tall hill to climb if I want to see 40% growth for 2025, year-over-year growth, based on what this first 2 months has brought me. And right now we're sitting at just 28% year-over-year growth on 2 months that I should have been able to really maximize that growth, and I didn't. So I'm behind. Cooter says TCDB trade offers have been booming. Spring training is in the air. That is one thing that I am seeing a lot of sales on, albeit 99 cents at a time. A lot of Bowman and Heritage miners, which is always to be expected. And it's one of those where I can do volume of that, but if I do so much volume, it's taking away from higher sales. So it's just this balancing act. And I think I've got 8 full-row boxes of Bowman prospects that are now alphabetized that I wanted to get alphabetized and listed for this very reason, and just did not get that done. So we'll see. I'll basically just right for now, I'm just going to sit on that stuff, and anybody with a name, I'll either do lots or list those. Like Kumar Rocker came in handy at the end of last season. Kumar Rocker, when he debuted, I was able to make some money on Kumar Rocker, and I think there was somebody else that I was easily able to pull a bunch of cards, and I'll do that again for prospects that either have a good spring training or guys that come up and make a splash in MLB or make a splash even in the minor leagues that start getting a little hobby love. Happy Saturday, SoCal guys in the house. Good morning. So that's what I had for today. I'm going to go make some coffee, take Ernie to school, and get some orders shipped. And got to clean up my rec room and make kids packs. I want to get the Cubs kids packs made up so I can get those shipped out today. All right. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Visit my eBay store. Help me with that 40% growth. Buy some cards, 99centcards.com. If you buy 7 or more items at regular price, you will save 25% off at checkout. 99centcards.com. Madison Card Show coming up Saturday, March 29th, end of this month, and PSA will be on site accepting submissions for grading and authenticating. On site, upstairs, second floor, Capitol Square Ballroom. They will be along the entire south wall right as you walk into the ballroom. So PSA on site, Saturday, March 29th, Madison Card Show, John Nolen Drive at the Sheraton Hotel, Saturday, March 29th. Cheers, Gem City Card Show. What's happening? All right. Have a wonderful Saturday. We'll do this again tomorrow morning about the same time, 8:30 Central Time. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back tomorrow.